Alright, what's up everyone, my name is Vortlas and welcome back for some more SimRacing. As you can see, today we are back on Automobilista, a little live stream here today. I got a 40 lap race set up here at, what's it called, Salvador, obviously, yes. We're driving the Super Boxer Cup skin pack for the Boxer Cup, obviously, and I just realized I forgot to put on my mirror. Let's adjust that real quick. So alright, we're away. So as I said, a 40 lap race here at Salvador is a tight little street track, street circuit, and yeah, it's a lot of fun with these Porsches, and yeah, hopefully we're gonna have a good race. I've qualified in 5th position here, and yeah, aggression is set to medium, and AI strength is set to 106% difficulty, so we'll see how it goes. I don't really know which series this skin pack is from, but it doesn't really matter because yeah, it looks awesome, as you can see, and yeah, it makes running these Porsches here on AMS a little bit more enjoyable, a little bit more immersive with the nice looking skins. But yeah, obviously there are a lot of skin packs out there for the Boxer Cup. Yeah, I've linked this one in the description if you're interested. You can always download it there. Obviously it's from Race Department, a lot of mods there from Race Department for the Boxer Cup, so yeah, definitely check them out if you're into that. Thought about running this in a multi-class race with some touring cars or minis, something like that, thrown in there, but yeah, on a street track that will probably not end well. I had a little bit of a dive bomb here going into this corner. That little Porsche was kind of holding me up a little bit, so obviously it's going to be, whoops, quite a long race. Fuel use is set to 2 times, so yeah, we should be going in for fuel somewhere in the race. But yeah, with the AI you never know. They're gonna go on one stop because I think it's just about possible. If you save enough fuel, you will probably make it to the end, but yeah, you never know with the AI here. We'll see how it goes. Time acceleration is set to 4 times, I think, but we're starting here in at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so yeah, it should not really be going dark anytime soon, but maybe the sun will set a little bit, we'll see. It's kind of a last moment decision here to go ahead and go stream. So yeah, those decisions are not always the best ones, but yeah, we'll see. Luckily I did some practice. I ran this race in the weekend, yeah, it was just a lot of fun. So a very fun combination, and this track always provides with some nice racing here with the AI on Automobilista.
Still there. Clear.
As we made up another position, so we're doing good.
Clear.
We lost 1 position at the start, but we made up 2, so we're now into 4th position. which is not bad at all. A little bit of understeer going in there. But yeah, as you can see, the skins look very nice indeed. It's just a lot more immersive than the standard stuff on AMS. It's a little bit unfortunate they are not really yeah, real world skins or based off of real world skins. It's a little bit unfortunate, and that is almost the case with every series in the game. But yeah, luckily on AMS we have a very active modding community, so yeah, they all take care of that stuff, which is very nice. You're having a good run here. Really nowhere to go, maybe down the inside.
Left side.
It's not gonna work, I think. Ooh, we kind of pushed him wide a little bit. That gave us the position. Not the cleanest of moves, obviously, but yeah, we'll go with it. Very short lap here around Salvador in the Porsches. It's about 1 minute and maybe 10 seconds or something like that. So laps tick off real fast. But yeah, I kind of like shorter tracks, because it makes the racing a little bit more closer. And yeah, it's just easier to kind of hit every corner right on a shorter lap than, for example, in Vortlas. While braking myself a little bit. Fuel use is set to ×2, but tire wear is not. But the tires will be pretty worn at about the halfway stage of the race. They definitely will. So yeah, definitely gonna feel those tires. So probably if we're gonna make a pit stop, we have to make a pit stop, but when we make a pit stop we should change tires as well. Otherwise yeah, we're probably not gonna make it till the end of the race on those tires, but it's going to be very hard at least. Okay, we have solid pace, so we're still third here, following second place quite closely, which is good. Running a little bit into the barriers. A third damage off for this race, because yeah, on live streams you never know what's gonna happen, and yeah, just to have an interesting race. If we would have made a little mistake, then damage won't be an issue. Definitely on a street track like this, damage can be an issue. Obviously no runoff area at all. Maybe on some corners a little bit, for example in the little chicanes there, you got a little bit of runoff area, or here for example.
Clear.
But yeah, if you make a huge mistake you're gonna get punished. Whoops. As I understeered a little bit into the barriers. Real life of race will probably be over already, but yeah, luckily we're driving simulators, so we don't have to worry about that stuff. Right, we definitely have some nice space here. Hopefully the quality of the stream is good and the audio as well. You can always let me know if it isn't. Then I maybe can adjust some settings. Very challenging track, this Salvador track. One of the funnest standard tracks on AMS there is, in my opinion. A lot of fun, almost with every speed of vehicle. You can also run Formula cars around here, and yeah, touring cars as well. It's a little bit of a South American Monaco, if you will. It has some of the same characteristics, with a lot of kind of chicanes, slow speed corners. Makes it a little bit safer. Yeah, with the Porsches, it's definitely a very fun combination. I really love the Porsches here on AMS. The way they drive, how they feel. As I said, don't really like the default skins, but yeah, nothing a little skin pack can't resolve. I had much more speed there, but not really somewhere to go. Again, running a little bit into the barriers. These cars can be quite understeery on the corner exit. We are maybe a little bit held up by this guy, so kind of see the first place car disappearing into the distance. But it's not easy to make a move down here. Maybe now he had a bad exit, so around the outside basically. He's still there fighting? Nope. A little bit too fast into that corner, so yeah, now we're second place. Definitely running a solid race here. So let's see what we can do about first place there. We immediately pulled a little gap to the car in third. Ooh, a little bit loose over the curbs. It's definitely going to be something to be mindful of. Just the margin is so small here. So I run a little bit too hot in that corner. You can see him coming out of the chicanes. Actually still a big gap. I think we should have the pace to close in. Let's see, it's about 5 seconds. Definitely getting closer, that's for sure. But you can already kind of feel the tires going off a little bit, squabbing. Car getting loose on the braking and on the power. Doesn't really want to turn anymore. This corner is so demanding for the left-hand tires. Such a long right-hander that kind of keeps on going. Definitely getting closer. We're seeing Cairoli up ahead, coming out of the corners. Definitely pushing hard now in order to kind of try and keep up. The gap has come down to about 3.5 seconds. So you should be able to get him in a couple of laps. But closing in is one thing, passing is another. Yeah, it looks like me and Cairoli have kind of the most pace of the pack, as we have a big gap to the third place car now. The understeer, oh boy, just managed to hold on there, almost understeered into the barrier. As I said, damage is off, but still it costs you some time, and obviously you're still trying to keep it on the track, of course. And as I said that, I kind of scraped the barrier there, bouncing over the curbs, really hurting the tires. In this corner as well, you can feel the car almost getting into a slide, really on the limit. It's so important to kind of follow the black stuff here, as there's quite some rubber laid down already. If you run a little bit too wide, you definitely feel it. Luckily it's kind of a narrow track, so there's kind of a big racing line, if that makes any sense, compared to the track width. Probably not making myself clear right now, but yeah. Every corner trying to put the power down as fast as possible, but with the tire wear it's getting increasingly difficult. You can really see the understeer and hear it on the tires. but yeah, it's kind of effective. Our driving at this point, because we're getting closer, and we're getting closer to the halfway stage of the race as well. So now it's gonna be increasingly difficult to kind of keep the car pointing the right direction. As I said that, again, scraping the barriers a little bit. The understeer is hurting us now. And it's just awesome to kind of look at a replay here and see the cars bouncing off the curbs in slow motion. Really love that. Again, scraping the barriers. Pushing a little bit too hard maybe now. Should better back off a little bit. Out of this corner it's really dangerous. Out of the slow speed stuff. In high speed corners, it's mostly about not understeering into the wall. Out of the slow speed corners, it's all about not oversteering out of them. With kind of those battered tires, and braking as well. It's getting increasingly hard. Yeah, that's what I love about Automobilista. I think tire wear is really nicely done, and you can feel it really well into the wheel, into your inputs and all that. And yeah, I really love that. I don't know how Automobilista works. I combine that with the rubber on the track. That makes it a little more fun and a little more challenging running with tire wear. So let's take a look at our fuel here. So we have 27 liters remaining. That's definitely not going to be enough for the rest of the race. It says here 10 liters, or I got enough for 10 laps. So we're definitely going to have to make a pit stop. It would be the smartest thing to do to make it relatively quick, because we can change the tire wear then the tires as well, so that will give us a little bit more pace than our competitors. But yeah, just for sake of the race here, we'll stay out a little bit longer, because we're getting very close to Cairoli. Little moment there, kind of almost lost it. Turn. There you go. Also, going into the pits will be kind of a challenge, because I've never done that here on Salvador. I've really gotten a lot of experience with it, at least. Okay, car is getting twitchy on the braking. But what a gap to the third place car. 10 seconds. It's really all about a couple of first runners here. Again, little moments. Oh, tire wear. Oh boy. Maybe I should go to first here, but that will kind of be a little bit difficult to get the power down effectively out of the corner. Also, this is yeah, default setup, so I haven't changed anything except for a little bit less brake pressure. I think default was set to 95% and toned it down to, if I'm not mistaken, 93%. So yeah, that will make it a little bit more accessible under braking. A little bit safer, definitely interesting to go for that option if you're running longer races, or at least I see myself doing that, finding that most effective, because in these longer races it's all about, yeah, keeping it clean, obviously, and keeping the car on the track. I was also thinking about, since we've kind of passed 400 subscribers, I was thinking about doing maybe a little subscriber special or something like that. I recently went to the Spa 24 hours, and yeah, I thought might be fun to do live stream about the 2.4 hours of Spa, maybe on Automobilista, with the EEC mods and a nice little mod for Spa as well. Yeah, with accelerated time and all that, accelerated tire wear, so it would be kind of nice, I think. But yeah, I'm still thinking about that. Maybe it's going to be for 500 subscribers if we get to that. But it's definitely something I want to do. Yes, kind of busy right now, doing a lot on my plate, and yeah, tonight was kind of a night where I could race a little bit, and it wasn't really an interesting online race, so I thought, why not do some single player here on AMS, and yeah, running this great combination. But yeah, those Spa 2.4 hours or whatever, definitely something I want to do. And yeah, so yeah, went to Spa 24 hours, was a lot of fun. It was actually the first time I really went to an endurance race. Yeah, it's kind of a shame I hadn't really gone to Spa before, because I'm actually Belgian, so it's about a how should I say, two-hour drive, I think, away from where I live. Yeah, it was an unforgettable experience, a lot of fun. It really was really amazing to kind of see the cars at the highest point of the circuit at Lake Holm or at Brussels. We're a little bit familiar with how Spa is laid out. That's kind of the highest point on the track, and then at night time to kind of look down on the circuit, see all the cars with the headlights peeking through the darkness, because Spa, if it's dark, it is really dark. And it's based in the middle of a forest, so yeah, it's extremely dark. Definitely on the most places of the circuit. Obviously, pit straight and all that are quite well lit up, but yeah, on most parts of the track it's basically dark, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun to look at the car streaming by and kind of see the headlights peeking through the darkness. Yeah, it's something that I definitely want to go to next year as well. Yeah, with the amazing GT3 cars from the Blancpain Endurance series. Yeah, it's just amazing. I had a chance there to play Project Cars 2 as well. I know a lot of people are skeptical about Project Cars 2. Me as well. I was able to play it. I think I drove. What did I drive? The McLaren, obviously at Spa. But yeah, it was VR, and lens was kind of dirty. Wheel I'm not really used to. I'm only used to driving my humble Logitech Driving Force GT. So yeah, I've played it, but yeah, not in the right circumstances, obviously. So that was kind of a shame. Much rather would just play it here with the setup I'm kind of used to. That would give a much better impression of the game. Yeah, the problem I ran into there was understeer. I had a lot of understeer, but I understand the cars are kind of set up to, in Project Cars 2, to be understeery, obviously, because yeah, Project Cars 2 is going to be launching for consoles, so default setups should be a little bit, how should I say, accessible, and I think all assists were on as well, because yeah, obviously it was open for everyone. So if you're not used to driving simulators, you would probably suck if all the assists were off. So yeah, can't really say much about Project Cars 2, but yeah, heard a lot of positive things, that's for sure. So yeah, let's be hopeful. I don't usually do this, but I pre-ordered it. I ran into the wall there. So yeah, definitely gonna play it. Obviously, I'll be playing that on the channel as well, most likely.
We're ready for you on the pit road.
Yeah, I just hope it's good, because it looks so promising. All those different cars, all the different motorsports, all the animated pit stops as well. I really love that stuff. And yeah, also obviously definitely looking forward to the
In right now.
just first going in here. Whoops, I've put on the speed limiter a little bit too early. Oh, we're actually going too fast. Hopefully we're not gonna get a drive-through now. Wasn't really focused. Talking about Project Cars way too much. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Project Cars, as I said. Animated pit stops, the dynamic tracks, the night and day transitions. Obviously you get that stuff on Automobilista as well. But yeah, graphically it's just a big improvement over Automobilista. I'm not really a graphics war or anything, definitely not, but yeah, it adds a little bit more to the immersion. You can't really deny that, and yeah, just definitely looking forward, and most of all curious about how it will drive. This is a really weird pit exit. So you're probably gonna have a drive-through penalty.
Careful as you rejoin the race. You have a drive-through.
Oh man.
In 3 laps to serve your penalty.
It's kind of a weird pit speed limiter. Oh boy, we actually almost lost a lap.
Blue flag. Parked car approaching.
We're gonna try and break away from him and not giving him the position, because otherwise we're gonna be stuck behind him. But yeah, we're gonna have to take our drive-through. Fortunately, oh boy. But yeah, pit speed limit was 39 kilometers per hour, and yeah, I thought it was gonna be 50. So yeah, braked a little bit, put on the speed limiter, and was at about 50. So yeah, didn't brake any further, unfortunately. But yeah, now just have to accept it and move on. I'm gonna go to the pits probably next lap to serve our penalty. So 10 laps remaining. Hopefully the AI will pit, otherwise I'm definitely gonna be lost. Yeah, it's gonna be a long trip through the pits. Hopefully the AI, as I said, will pit. Otherwise, yeah, we're gonna be lost. Yeah, the sun is setting here, so it's kind of nice. The time acceleration kind of worked out. I didn't want it to be too dark. I didn't want it to be evening or night. Just kind of this time period just before it gets dark. It was here 40 kilometers. Braked a little bit too much maybe, but yeah, just to be sure. So another trip through the pit lane, unfortunately. But yeah, lap 31 we're actually on. So yeah.
Pit exit looks good.
We lost a bunch of time. So we kind of rejoined here in the middle of the track. We're gonna have a lot more pace than the other guys, that's for sure, because we're on fresh rubber. So maybe we can still pass some cars, that would be nice. Still some understeer. The track is probably cooling off as well a little bit, which results in yeah, obviously colder tire or track temperatures. Which will result in low grip. Pretty obvious. The AI is still not going to the pits, so probably gonna make it on one tank of fuel, but we're only on lap 32. AI on the Automobilista can always pit on in the last lap or something like that. That stuff happens, so we're gonna have to hope for something like that. If I had gone with a full tank of fuel, maybe I was able to make it to the end as well, so that would be a completely different story then. But yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll see what comes. This corner is so much fun. It's so hard, so challenging. Shadow's getting longer. Oh, so close to the pit wall exit. Definitely faster, maybe on all fronts here, on under braking. And on corner exit. Gonna go down the inside here. And it's gonna work. Yes, and that's worked out just about. This part of the track is really really nice because it's kind of in the sunshine here. This as well, EMS looks definitely very nice for a G Motor 2 engine game. I've always liked the sky textures, how should I say that, and the clouds as well. It always looks good. So yeah, time's running out. Because I'm getting a little bit more sloppy. But we obviously reeling those guys in. Now right at the bumper, there's kind of a little traffic jam pointing up.
Watch your right.
So that will allow us to get closer, down the inside.
Keep left. Clear.
Wow, big slide there. The wall kind of saved us a little bit. Shouldn't have gone for that move there down the inside. That was not a solid plan.
Watch your left. Clear left.
Again, almost running into the back of him.
Still there.
We're again here on one side. Ooh, he squeezes us.
All clear. Clear right.
I'm gonna stay back here and try to do it on corner exit. Nowhere to go.
Left side.
He hesitates,
Keep right.
runs wide, and we've got him. But we ran wide as well. But he didn't get a good exit. Kind of panicked. He was AIing, if that makes any sense. Still pushing here, so just want to pass some more cars. And you never know, obviously. Still 4 laps where they can peel into the pits. Still hoping. And how do they say that the real racing driver never gives up? Obviously I'm not a real racing driver, not at all, but I think fake racing drivers or pretend racing drivers don't quit as well. Having so much more speed coming into the corner there. Yeah, this is definitely AI and not an online race. I think it was a Formula 3 event today with the race department on Automobilista. Oh! Teammate requested a pit stop. That's interesting. That is really interesting. With 3 laps remaining, let's see what the AI will do. Maybe not all of them will go to the pits, maybe they will. This one definitely doesn't. The car behind stays out as well. But they have time. They still have time, about a lap or 3. So there's still hope. And I see on the mini-map there's actually cars going into the pits. But obviously the green car is going in. Obviously we're gonna have to be quite fast now because we had our drive-through. Cars were joining there. And we're actually 16 now, so we already passed some. Hopefully there's still cars having to go in. So yeah, the AI probably doesn't calculate how they calculate the best strategy. They just go in once their fuel tank is empty, or is going to be empty. But now we are going to have a little bit more worn tires than the AI. Oh, really close to the wall there. But yeah, we'll see. I'm just happy we're not in last place anymore. There's a lot of people in the pits right now. So we're definitely going to gain a lot of positions now. There's cars rejoining. That's going to be battle for position.
Right. Clear right.
Yes, that's 5th place. Alright. So we're still gonna be battling for position for the last couple of laps here. Their tires are, or should be, whoops, running into the wall a little bit. They should be cold. So, or at least for the first lap here. So we should make hay while the sun shines. The fuel tank is almost empty as well. Having a good run. They probably tanked full fuel. AI being AI. Having a good run.
Right side. Clear.
I kind of think we passed this guy already on the when we were a lap down.
1 lap to go. Push now.
So last lap. Still shaping up to be quite a nice race, despite our little drive-through penalty. Let's give it everything for this last lap.
Right. Clear. On your right. Still there. All clear. Car right. 3 wide. You're on the left.
This is awkward. This is awkward. Awkward position here with the AI.
Hold your line. Car right. Hold your line. All clear. On your right. Hold your line.
This is Bargy.
Right.
But we're still behind. Get on the power as soon as possible. Let's try and go
Watch your right.
in this corner down the inside.
All clear. Right side.
A little bit of a bump. Oh. Are we gonna get there? Are we gonna get there? No. Onto the curbs. Giving him a little bit of a bump.
Check the flag. That's the end of the session. Clear.
Just not. Just 5th. Wow, very close. Still a nice race after all. luckily the AI went to the pits.
You're on the right.
As you can see, can never trust the AI. So yeah, it was a lot of fun here on Salvador. As I said, great combination, a lot of fun definitely with this skin pack here.
Yellow flag.
And yeah, link is into the description, so you can check it out yourselves if you're into that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna leave it here. Thank you all for watching. It was a really fun stream here, and yeah, good last minute decision to stream after all. So yeah, just gonna enjoy a little bit of the replay here, and I'm gonna sign off. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed for Automobilista and other sim racing content as well. So I'll see you later.